Good morning. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. What a wonderful day. We can't express enough our privilege and honor in Egypt and in the central bank to host this distinguished gathering and appreciate and respect each individual's time that has been given to us under their busy schedules and challenging work agendas to come and join this program jointly with the Afreximbank. So thank you very much. We really are very much honored. I would like, of course, to welcome His Excellency Vice President Namadi Sambo. It's an honor to have you, sir, with us, with your long track record in finance and trade support. And we hope that this program is going to be enlightening and valuable, bringing out the best of the ideas and actions to be done in favor of our dear continent and dear communities. This event, the importance that it gets, and it reflects the conviction of the Egyptian government at very senior level that the African missions and affairs are at the highest top of the agenda, and therefore His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, President of the Arab Republic of Egypt, has agreed to honor us with his presence and hold this conference under his auspice. And we are going to see His Excellency the President tomorrow attending with us here and listening to him discussing various matters of concern. I've been with the central bank this time for 7 years. I started almost 20 years ago, on and off, but over those past 7 years, we have seen a different momentum and drive in terms of our international foreign affairs policy. And Africa has taken from the leadership of the country a different direction. And frankly, personally, I felt very comfortable with that. I felt very happy with that. And at the central bank, we've been very much indulged and involved in the African conventions and events and with African institutions with all our heart. And I think we made a little of a difference. And every time we participate and meet our partners, we feel much more connected and belonging and wanting to do much more. And feel the pain of not achieving for our communities while we can see the potential there. And for years, we are always, and people questioning themselves, why aren't we achieving this potential? There have been efforts and strides, individual efforts and strides, a lot of work from leaders across the country in the economic field, in the finance field, in the banking field. And I really have been impressed by what Professor Benedict Orama has been doing. His presentation today actually was very stimulating to thinking a lot. But also it made me think about the business institutions and the finance institution and the banks understand the issues on the ground because they are in the market. And the market is actually, and the youth that have been demonstrated are ahead of us, are ahead of governments. The market is moving, and we need to understand who is going to take the ownership, what will be the vehicles and the framework that can bring the aspirations that were presented in terms of intra-African trade and fighting poverty and inflation into reality. And I say it is the economic and business institutions and the regional banks and the multilateral domestic banks. I believe that African solutions can only happen from within Africa. We have for years tried to find solutions outside Africa, but I think this was not the right thing. Our solutions can be found within us. And I am a man who's been used to get things done. And I would like to see things done. And I can see that. The ingredients are there and the solutions are within Africa. And what is lacking us? We needed to get closer together. And I thank institutions like Afreximbank, like African Development Bank, when they bring us together. Because this personal contact creates trust. And I think trust is something that we need to develop together. And I say to our Egyptian community and business people, smart trader is a trader that looks for a fair deal, that looks for a deal that works for both sides. But opportunistic perspectives are very short-lived and does not work. And therefore, this trust is very important and will not develop except if we get together more on a personal basis. But of course, the challenge is that we are all drowning in our own problems and challenges. We have huge problems, especially at central banks. The challenges are very large and far-reaching. But I believe if we put this in mind, we can step by step get together. Afreximbank, I think, is a good stepping stone as a vehicle to work on achieving our African agenda for fighting poverty, creating jobs, and fighting inflation through improving intra-African trade. I always say, why is Egypt bringing meat from Brazil? Why is Egypt not bringing meat from the neighboring countries? And what President Obama has presented to us about some of the words of historical experts and politicians, we need to do something. We cannot stay and watch. But the young people is the solution, because the young people, they have the energy and the drive. They are not reached a situation where they're comfortable in their positions. They're comfortable getting salaries and getting paid. They have ambitions and aspirations and are willing to take risks, and they have hopes and dreams. And in the central bank, we had this experience. We have hired a lot of young people over the last 15 years. And what they've done were miracles. They've carried over the whole economy. And you cannot believe how they are operating. Our belief in our young people is incredible. We have our young deputy governor here of the central bank. He took the position while he was 39 years old. That's a very, very senior position in the country, appointed by the president. I am very proud of him, and I'm very proud of the leadership, young leadership team at the central bank and his colleagues, because they make me feel hopeful for the future, and we cannot live without hope. So we have to push them, but we keep saying that and we don't do it. We have to push them and we have to shake every uh, historical norm and refreshen the blood in order to get our institution more agile, more quick, more effective. And I hope that your program in the coming few days will will come up with important messages. What is important, and I tell my people when you go into a gathering, come back with an idea or two, but make sure to get them done on the ground, because we need people who can convert ideas and aspirations into reality, not just talk, because talk is very easy. But very few people have the capability to convert ideas and aspirations into reality. And the banking sector people have this skill into concluding business transactions, into getting things done on the ground. I remember once we had a meeting with His Excellency the President 5 years, 6 years ago, and we had the ex-Prime Minister, and he had some certain concerns about the performance of some people, and he told him, bring us bankers, bring us bankers. We have big challenges these days, but big challenges are for big people. And we learned that during challenges, we rise and we are strong, we face them and confront them and not run away from them. Our challenges is inflation against our people and community. We are concerned because we care about people and community. Our drive in the Central Bank of Egypt was, and our main concept in running our institution was the community. And you will find a lot of actions have been taken in this direction. And if you are connected to the community and looking for the aspirations of the community, you can never go wrong. If we believe that we know it all alone, it's not right. The market is the master, the market is the professor. Let's listen to our people and see what they need. And they know it all. So we are working hard to fight inflation that's coming even in the future. We are also fighting to balance that and keep growth levels so that jobs are protected. This is a very difficult formula to keep investing, but to put inflation under check. This is a very difficult formula. And this is what central banks today are struggling about. Some global central banks are being accused that they've acted late. We are happy that we still have inflation reasonably, considering the levels globally, under reasonable control. However, we keep thinking about the solutions for this unprecedented crisis in the world. And I hope that with institutions like Afreximbank, that the African communities will achieve their aspirations. We in the government of Egypt, I believe the government will never be hesitant to support this institution and the institutions alike with capital, with support. And like the president was telling me this morning, the Chinese similar bank is 100 times as large. And why don't we capitalize on a team of leadership that has the drive, that really are hungry to do more? This is an opportunity. The wind is blowing. Let's put the sail up. Let's support this institution with all what we can, because actually we want this bank to do much more. We want to see this bank in more African countries and in more markets, in more industries. I'm happy to see that they are trying. They have established companies I see in the PAPS, the FEDA, the Afri-Insure, the MANSA, the AMCE, the IATF, the AVAT, the AVAT NFCS, the AOAC. They are trying hard. These people are trying hard and believe in what they're doing. And I always say, without passion, you will not get unconventional results. We are willing to support them by putting more capital, by putting more resources. But I'm telling President Orama now I have a problem because I've been appointed chairman of the African Development Bank for this year. So, so, uh, so now this is going to be competition. And I go there, I hear the name Afreximbank, and I come here and I hear the name ADB. Competition is good, but I will keep the secrets, I promise you. I wish you good luck. It's people with conviction and belief are going to lead and going to receive the blessing of the great Lord. God bless you all.